All right, time to clean up inside what the Super Bowl experience is doing to keep you healthy when you go play like a pro.
And then we are talking about rewriting the playbook, the do's and don'ts for athletes at the Tokyo Olympics. Some of the new regulations may actually surprise you. We'll explain. On this Thursday, you're watching NewsChannel 8 Today.
Closed captioning, sponsored by Famous Tate. The 8-day forecast on NewsChannel 8 is sponsored by Brandon Ford, the world's largest volume Ford dealer. If you want to pay more, that's your business. If you want to pay less, that's Brandon Ford's business. Shop online at BrandonFord.com. It's a big game weekend. Join us live Saturday night at 10 for the latest on the Bucs. Then Sunday, we're getting you pumped up for the historic game. Watch Road to the Big Game on NewsChannel 8, sponsored by Moffitt Cancer Center. Time for your weather and traffic on the 8s.
All right, 5:28 on this cold Thursday, 46 degrees, and temperatures may drop for another 2 hours, but we do warm up pretty quickly. I mean, we make it to 66, a lot more comfortable for you during the afternoon. And this is our last day below average for quite some time. Showers are now expected Saturday and Sunday. Still unclear if that rain ends by kickoff of the Super Bowl. How's traffic on the 8s?
Traffic isn't looking too bad. We do have an accident, though, on I-4. So for any folks getting ready to leave the downtown Tampa area, check this out here. I-4 eastbound right near that I-275 exit. The good news is that roadblock has moved out of the way, so drive times look good. I-75 is nice and clear for you. This is right near that Fowler Avenue exit. Super Bowl is coming up. I have your road closures coming up next.
Tonight at 6, homeowners beware. You may be forced to put a new roof on your house, even if you can't afford it.
I can't afford to change our roof, and there's nothing wrong with it.
That's what she thought. And changes to insurance carrier policies could force you to get a new roof or lose your coverage. Consumers are telling me they're getting blindsided by this.
Better Call Benkin gets to the bottom of this roofing runaround.
Are you concerned about the people who can't afford a new roof in the middle of a pandemic?
Tonight at 6 on NewsChannel 8. Live, this is NewsChannel 8 Today on your side.
Making it to the big game, how the NFL managed to get through an entire season during a pandemic, and what it says is the key to crossing the finish line.
Then bringing that safety to Tampa Bay, and not just for the players. We're going to show you step by step what's being done to keep spots like the Super Bowl experience clean.
And waking up in Tampa Bay, it is downright cold this morning. Look at these temperatures here. We have freeze warnings and frost warnings across our region.
Let's get you over to Lee Span right now. Lee, where is our warm-up? We all want to know.
It's coming. I promise. I think even by the afternoon, you're going to think, okay, this is a little more like it, because this is sort of the peak of the cold air. Until 8 a.m., we have that freeze warning for Citrus, Hernando, and just away from the coast for inland Pasco County. Temperatures at or below 30 in this area, but just east of I-75 through Polk, Highlands, Hardy, DeSoto, even eastern Hillsborough, Manatee, and Sarasota, there is a frost advisory. Temperatures will hover right at freezing, and that may cause some frost to your car. Look at this, 29 in Brooksville, 29 in Zephyr Hills. Those are the areas under the freeze warning. 34 in Lakeland right now, 41 in Sarasota. 42 along Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa. But you may be surprised that my Spantastic scale gets all the way to 6 today. It's because the afternoon's going to feel so nice. A high of 66. We're going to take a look at those weekend rain chances, though, and weather and traffic on the 8s.
Sounds good, Lee. From the cold to the Super Bowl, we're just 3 days away from the big game on Sunday. A winner will be crowned in the 55th Super Bowl, and the football season, unfortunately, is coming to an end.
Yeah, but you know, when games started last September, many were wondering if we would even get to this point. There were a lot of questions about if the NFL could even operate during a pandemic, and thousands of people have already come through the Super Bowl experience. Many more are expected to stop by in the next few days.
Our very own Nico Clemens shows us all how staffers at the Super Bowl experience are keeping everything clean so that all of us can stay healthy. Good morning.
Hey, David Avery. So the NFL has done several things to make sure the Super Bowl experience doesn't turn into a super spreader event, including cleaning often, like these NFL player mannequins. I can confirm Amanda Holly did wipe off her mannequin after standing over, but that's what the NFL has people assigned to do, wipe them down after people take photos with them. There are many interactive activities out here for people to do. Of course, the footballs, NFL rep says they rotate those footballs and clean them often throughout the day. I'm also told the NFL consulted with doctors and worked with the CDC to determine how many people they'll allow in. That's why they had people go through that reservation process. The NFL believes what they've done so far is working.
the steps that we've taken the first 3 days of being open, I think we have the best practices, so that not a lot of adjustment had to have been made.
That NFL rep told me they're not sharing how many people they're allowing in the Super Bowl experience right now, but they will do that once the experience wraps up, and after the Super Bowl, they'll pile those numbers up and let everyone know how many people they allowed in over the last week or so. Live in Tampa, I'm Nico Clemens, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Nico. See this right here to my left? Keep your eyes to the skies this Thursday morning, and you might just see a federal helicopter flying above Tampa. A Department of Homeland Security helicopter has been seen flying at almost treetop level right over our city. That chopper right there and those crews, they are checking out the levels of radiation here in Tampa. Crews are finding out what's normal here. That way they can easily spot any possible nuclear activity during the big game.
We see no specific credible threat for this event, but we want to be prepared and have resources at the ready should something like that happen.
Now, there are many other security measures being taken as we get closer and closer to the Super Bowl. But again, Homeland Security assures us that they've received no particular threat at this time. This is just their way of making sure that they are prepared for any and all situations. Time is 5:34, and taking a look at more of your Super Bowl headlines this Thursday morning. Law enforcement, they are urging fans to be really cautious when trying to buy Super Bowl tickets. If anyone out there hands you a physical ticket, that is a red flag because it's a scam. All Super Bowl tickets this year are virtual and only accessible through the NFL Ticket Holder app.
With the big game comes big fears over the spread of coronavirus. Daily case numbers have reduced since the holiday spike, but health officials are warning the public not to let down their guard. With all of the events and upcoming Super Bowl parties, another increase, they say, is inevitable. And part of the Super Bowl experience is Technology Village. It's right there on the Riverwalk. Pretty neat event, too. That's where you will see Technicolor entertainment like this hula hooper, a drum corps, and a lot more. Event entertainers like these are getting a much-needed boost after the pandemic abruptly stopped in-person gatherings. And 8 on your side has all of your big game coverage as we get closer and closer to Super Bowl 55. You can find it at WFLA.com and our free WFLA app.
The time is now 5:36, and in Pasco County this Thursday morning, a River Ridge high schooler is facing a felony battery charge after a fight sent another student straight to the hospital. Now, video of the fight was actually found all over social media, and it shows the suspect violently just stomping on the victim's head while other students nearby are just laughing. A district official told us here at 8 on your side that video right there doesn't even tell the whole story. All right, 5:38. Lee, the picture behind you even looks cold.
Yeah, the skies are clear this morning. Aside from just a little bit of fog in eastern portions of Hernando County, a couple of people, I'm sure they are blasting their heat there along the Veterans Expressway. It's 41 degrees, but let's check in with traffic on the 8th. Stan?
All right, thanks, Lee. We're just a few days away from Super Bowl 55, so it's lit out in Tampa Bay. But check this out, though. There are several road closures associated with it. They actually started yesterday evening at 6 o'clock p.m. I'll give you a breakdown on the Ybor City parking and street closure situation coming up next on Weather and Traffic on the 8th. Guys?
Well, placing your big game bets, and we're not talking about the score here, the strangest things you can place your wager on during Super Bowl 55.
Plus, no high fives at the Olympics. You got to hear the new coronavirus protocols and the only approved way people can celebrate when they go for gold. You're watching News Channel 8 today.
News Channel 8 traffic is brought to you by Wild Lexus Sarasota.
The world's biggest football game deserves the best at-home tailgate you can throw. So even if you can't get to downtown Tampa, we're bringing the excitement to you.
The big game tailgate Saturday night at 7 on News Channel 8, sponsored by Advent Health.
I'm Rob Gronkowski, and you're watching News Channel 8.
You're watching News Channel 8 today with Avery Cotton, David Espinosa Hall, Deanne King Traffic, and meteorologist Lee Span.
Today, the former Columbus, Ohio police officer charged with killing an unarmed black man will be in court.
Officer Adam Coy responded to a home because of a report of a vehicle turning on and off. Body camera video shows Andre Hill emerging from a garage holding his cell phone in his left hand when Coy shoots and kills him.
This morning, 8 on your side's consumer investigator Shannon Bacon has a special Better Call Bacon report. It's all about roofing runaround. It's the first in a long series of stories examining how changes within the Florida insurance industry are impacting you, the homeowner. Here's what you can expect tonight on News Channel 8.
The International Olympic Committee has a COVID playbook for how it plans to hold the games safely in the midst of a pandemic. So cheering, singing, hugs, and high fives, not allowed. Clapping is the only approved way to celebrate. Athletes say as long as they can compete, they are willing to deal with the changes. Looks like a good time too, Lee, for those who don't really like football that much.
Yes, but also like to, be a part of something that's happening in Tampa, the Pupper Bowl. It's a cold morning, though, if you're going out to walk the dog. You need the layers on. The dog probably needs a sweater on. There's a freeze warning, so watch for even some ice on the ground. Citrus, Hernando, eastern Pasco County, and then basically anywhere east of I-75. Good chance you're going to have some frost, and that could be a problem for the sensitive plants, so I hope you took care of them. And with good reason. I mean, these temperatures are below freezing. 29 in Brooksville, 29 Zephyr Hills. Lakeland, you're at 34, so that's just above freezing, yes. But that's still where the wind chill in your car can be even colder, so there may be some frost there. You may have to scrape it. Speaking of Lakeland, in this location, it's 41 degrees. Got some people out and about. A lighter breeze, only coming in out of the north at about 6 miles per hour. We're back in the 70s as this cold front gets closer to us, and then really bumps up the rain chances to 40% Saturday, and sadly still a 50% chance on Super Bowl Sunday. Let's check in with Deanna and traffic on the 8s.
All right, thanks, Lee. If you're leaving the house anytime soon, you probably already know it's cold outside. Go ahead, turn that car heater on, get it all nice and cozy for your morning commute. And it actually won't look too bad along I-275, I-75, I-4, even up to speed, even with that accident in the eastbound lanes right when folks hop on from I-275. I-75 looks really good from Pasco through Hillsborough, all the way down to Sarasota and Manatee counties. Here's a live look, though, at I-275 right at Bush Boulevard. If you're getting ready to travel southbound on I-275, here's a look at your drive times. Only about 10 minutes from Bears Avenue down to I-4. Back to you.
Well, more trouble for a group that took part in last month's riots up on Capitol Hill. You're going to catch the country naming the Proud Boys as a terrorist organization and then spinning out of control and making a run for it. More of this heart-pounding video as that semi slams into an officer's patrol car. We'll show you everything. You're watching News Channel 8 today.
Closed captioning sponsored by Famous Tate. You're watching News Channel 8, your official Buck station.
Still to come, your official Buck station is getting you ready for the big game. So coming up at 6 a.m., we're going to take you outside of our studios to the best view in town for a one-of-a-kind newscast. Don't miss it. Stay with us live on News Channel 8 today. Oh, and weather and traffic on the 8s. That's coming up in just 3 minutes.
Traffic on News Channel 8 is sponsored by the Gold and Diamond Source.